Good day, boys and girls. Now we are going to do an actual reconciliation between the control accounts and the debtors or creditors list. Now we're only going to do the debtors control and the debtors list, but what applied to them will also apply to the creditors control and the creditors list. We are given the debtors control account of Westwood Traders that were already done, and the debtors list on the 31st of May 2015. If we now compare the balances, the balance of the debtors control is 11,944, and the list debits is 12,575 minus the credits 100 means it's 12,475, which is not equal. And then they gave us a list of errors and omission that was discovered upon investigation. So let's look at the first one. The account of D. Anthony was overcost by 100 Rand. So that means it's only the debtors list that is incorrect. Overcost means it's too much. So we will take the original balance and subtract 100. Now it's very important that you show this calculation here at the side. You get 5 marks for it. If you don't, you lose all your marks. So please show your original balance given to you with the adjustments, in this case minus 100. The second one, the total of the debtors allowance journal was undercost by 10 Rand. So the totals of the journals are only posted to the general ledger, which means it will only affect the debtors control account. Again, we will start off with the balance amount that we have already been given, 100 Rand. And since it's undercost means too little, we will have to add 10 Rand to it to fix it. Number 3, an invoice issued to D. Anthony for 1,054 was correctly entered in the debtors journal, but was posted to his account as 1,045. So again, the debtors control account is correct. The amount is just recorded incorrectly in D. Anthony's account. Now, the invoice is recorded in the DJ, it will increase. So we should have increased his account with 1,054, but we only increased it with 1,045. In this case, the amount is undercost by 9 Rand. And whenever an amount is undercost, we need to do the same. We add an invoice, so we also need to add 9 Rand to D. Anthony's account to fix his balance. Number 4, an invoice for 400 issued to D. van der Linde was incorrectly posted to the account of J. Kaoma. So it's the correct amount, but it's the incorrect account. Again, it's just the list that is affected. So it is issued to D. van der Linde, which means we now need to add it to G. van der Linde, but we need to subtract it from Kaoma. So it's subtracted from Kaoma and added to van der Linde. Number 5, a receipt issued to M. Ahmad for 830 was correct in the cash receipt journal, but was posted as 380 to his account. So the correct amount here is 830. It is recorded as 380. The amount is undercost. Undercost means we do the same. What is the original entry? A receipt. What does the receipt do to the account? The receipt decreases. So the difference between 830 and 380 needs to be subtracted from M. Ahmad's account. So from the 1,900, his previous balance, we now need to subtract 450 to get the correct balance. Number 6, the account of M. Ahmad must still be charged with 45 Rand interest. This is a transaction that has not been recorded. In this case, with any transaction that have not been recorded, we need to fix both, because then it will not be in any one of the two. So, in which journal do we record interest? In the general journal, what will be the entry? We will debit debtors control and the debtors account because it increases what they owe us. add to M. Ahmad's account to fix the omission. Number 7, the bank returned Aishan's dishonored check marked RD. This check was for 330 Rand discount was allowed to him. This entry has not yet been made. Again, it's a transaction that was not been recorded, so we need to fix both. Now, two things happen. First, the check is dishonored. So that means to the bank on the debit side, we need to add 30 Rand. And the second thing, we need to cancel the discount that we allowed, and that is done in the general journal. So we need to add that also to the journal debits. And then the total amount is now still owed by Aishan. So we need to add 330 to his account. So 300 goes to bank, CPJ on the debit side of debtors control. 30 Rand is added to my general debits, and the whole 330 is added to the debtors account. Last one, number 8. The credit balance on the account of TB Hardeen occurred when he paid his account, which had been written off as irrecoverable, and this was entered in the debtors control column in the CRJ by mistake. So the entry in the journal is incorrect, which means both the control account and the list need to be fixed. So that 100 Rand should not have been included in bank and discount. Remember, what did we say concerning bad debt? When we receive the money, it is an income bad debt recovered. Now, so we need to subtract it there from our bank and discount allowed, and we need to cancel the Hardeen's credit, so you will now have a 0